I bet you didn't know how crucial ships are to our daily lives. Why are there not more people talking about ships? They're brilliant. They are the unsung heroes of our global economy, silently and efficiently moving goods across vast distances. Forget your fancy electric cars and your supersonic jets, which are often in the spotlight for their speed and innovation. Ships are the real deal. They haul mountains of cargo across oceans like giant metal ducks with a purpose. These floating giants are the backbone of international trade. You think your new phone magically appears on your doorstep? Nope, it probably had a nice long boat ride first. Almost everything we use daily has likely traveled by ship at some point. But have you ever wondered how these metal monsters are made? The process is as fascinating as the ships themselves. So buckle up, because we're diving headfirst into the fascinating world of shipbuilding. Get ready to explore the intricate details and marvel at the sheer ingenuity behind these colossal creations. Before a single piece of steel is cut, there's a whole lot of thinking going on. Naval architects, the clever clogs of the shipbuilding world, work their magic. They figure out the ship's purpose, hauling cargo, ferrying passengers, looking intimidating for the Navy. Based on this, they sketch out the ship's design. These aren't your back-of-a-napkin doodles, mind you. They use sophisticated computer programs to create three-dimensional models, testing different hull shapes, sizes and layouts. It's all about finding that sweet spot between strength, stability, and the ability to glide through the water like a hot knife through butter. Once the design is finalized, it's time to order the materials. Steel, lots and lots of steel. We're talking serious tonnage here, folks. Think of the largest steel mill you can imagine, then double it. That's the kind of operation needed to supply the metal for our ocean-going Leviathan. Giant rolls of steel arrive at the shipyard, ready to be transformed from flat sheets into a thing of beauty and functionality. First, those massive steel plates are cut to size, following the precise instructions from the architect's computer models. Giant lasers and plasma cutters slice through the metal like butter, creating the puzzle pieces of our ship. These pieces are then blasted with grit, primed, and sometimes even pre-bent into the required shapes. It's all about preparing the steel for its starring role in our maritime masterpiece. I bet you didn't know the magic behind the keel-laying ceremony. It's like the first brick in a skyscraper, the first chord in a symphony. It's where the ship literally starts to take shape. The keel is the backbone of the ship, running along the center of the hull from bow to stern. A massive section of prefabricated steel, often weighing hundreds of tons, is carefully lowered into place on a specially designed slipway. This is where the ship will be built piece by piece. Welders, those masters of molten metal, then get to work, fusing the keel to the massive blocks that will support the growing ship. It's a scene of controlled chaos, sparks flying, and the air thick with the smell of welding and anticipation. I bet you didn't know how a ship's belly is built. This is where the magic truly begins, transforming raw materials into a colossal structure that will one day sail the seas. With the keel in place, the real fun begins, building the hull. This is the backbone of the ship, the part that will face the relentless waves and winds. Remember those precisely cut steel plates from earlier? Each one is meticulously crafted to fit perfectly into the grand design. They're brought in, hoisted by giant cranes and carefully positioned along the keel. These cranes are marvels of engineering themselves, capable of lifting immense weights with pinpoint accuracy. It's like a giant three-dimensional jigsaw puzzle. But instead of clicking pieces together, you're melting them into place with welding torches. The welders are the unsung heroes, their skill and precision ensuring the hull's strength and integrity. The hull is built in sections called blocks, which can weigh hundreds of tons each. These blocks are prefabricated and then assembled like a massive, intricate puzzle. These blocks are outfitted with pipes, cables, and other equipment before being lifted and joined to the growing hull. This pre-outfitting process saves time and ensures that everything fits together seamlessly. It's a delicate dance of precision engineering and brute force. Every move is calculated, every piece is placed with care, and every weld is scrutinized for perfection. As the hull grows taller, it starts to resemble the graceful curves of the ship it will become. The vision of the designers begins to take physical form, a blend of beauty and functionality. It's a sight to behold, this steel skeleton rising from the slipway, a testament to human ingenuity and ambition. Each day the shipyard buzzes with activity, a symphony of sounds and sights that culminate in the creation of a maritime giant. What's something people don't know about ship construction? Once the hull is complete, it's time to add the decks and superstructure. This is where the ship starts to look like, well, a ship. Decks are added, creating the different levels inside the ship. Imagine building a giant multi-story building but sideways. Then comes the superstructure. This is the part of the ship that rises above the main deck, housing the bridge, living quarters, and all those other bits and bobs that make a ship more than just a floating hull. It's a hive of activity with teams of workers installing everything from windows and doors to ventilation shafts and plumbing. This is going to blow your mind. Now, we're getting to the heart of the beast, the engine room. This is where the magic happens, where diesel engines the size of houses roar to life, propelling our ship across the waves. It's a complex web of pipes, wires, and machinery, enough to make your head spin. But it's not just about the engines. We've got generators for electricity, pumps for fuel and ballast water, sewage treatment plants, and enough wiring to circle the globe twice. It's a testament to the ingenuity of engineers who somehow managed to cram all this technology into a space that's constantly rocking and rolling. From furniture to lifeboats, with the mechanical bits sorted, it's time to add a touch of class. Furniture, carpets, and curtains are brought in, transforming the bare steel cabins into comfortable living spaces. Think of it as a giant floating IKEA assembly project, but with more safety regulations and fewer arguments about missing screws. But it's not all about aesthetics. This stage also involves installing safety equipment, from lifeboats and life jackets to fire suppression systems and navigation lights. It's about ensuring the ship is not only comfortable but also safe for everyone on board. Testing the waters and the ship. Before our ship can sail off into the sunset, it needs to prove its seaworthiness. This is where sea trials come in. The ship is taken out for a spin, putting all its systems through their paces. Engineers monitor engines, test steering systems, and make sure everything works as it should. It's a nerve-wracking time, like watching your baby take its very first steps. But if all goes well, our ship is one step closer to its maiden voyage. Why are there not more people talking about the final inspections and approvals in shipbuilding? Even after surviving sea trials, there's still more paperwork to be done. Inspectors from classification societies, like the picky relatives you only see at weddings and funerals, crawl all over the ship, checking every nook and cranny. They're making sure it meets all the necessary safety and environmental regulations. It's a rigorous process, but a very necessary one. Once they give the thumbs up, our ship is finally ready for its official christening and handover to its new owners. The day we've all been eagerly anticipating has finally arrived. The big splash and bon voyage. This is the culmination of countless hours of hard work and dedication. This is it, the moment we've all been waiting for. The air is electric with excitement and anticipation. The shipyard is abuzz with excitement as the ship is prepared for its grand launch. Workers are making final adjustments, ensuring everything is perfect. A bottle of champagne is smashed against the hull, a time-honored tradition symbolizing good luck and safe travels. Dignitaries make speeches, celebrating this monumental achievement. The ship is slowly lowered into the water, often with the help of greased rails and a whole lot of gravity. It's a delicate process, requiring precision and coordination. It's a sight to behold. This massive vessel, a marvel of modern engineering and design. A testament to years of planning, hard work and engineering brilliance finally coming to fruition. The pride on the faces of the engineers and workers is unmistakable. Finally meeting its natural element, the ship touches the water for the very first time. As the ship gracefully enters the water, it begins to float, a new chapter in its journey. A collective cheer erupts from the crowd. Bon voyage. The celebration is a shared moment of joy and accomplishment. From humble beginnings as sheets of steel, meticulously crafted and assembled piece by piece, our ship is now ready to embark on its adventures, fully equipped and prepared for the challenges ahead, connecting the world one journey at a time. As it sails into the sunset, it carries with it the hopes and dreams of all who contributed to its creation.